So I can see there are two participants currently. So I can see there are two participants currently. So I I keep mentoring this, like what we are going to do, uh, why I am live actually, right? So it's a good start. There are no hiccups. Live started as usual. So all we need to do is just continue with our work. So what I wanted to show, right? Basically, what is the purpose of this live? I wanted to show how um, a proprietary indicator, which is created by me, uh, using my trading knowledge for the past a decade. That means almost 10 years of experience I have. So based on that, I traded a lot in every segment. You name it, I traded. But my preference was always intraday, right? So because there will be no uncertainty in intraday trading, but it's quite challenging because at the end of the day, you should be ready to take profit or book loss, right? So, but yeah, so if you do not have a proper planning, how to execute a particular trade, how to take your position, how to manage the trade after you entered, what can be your stop loss, what can be your target, what can be your risk management, all these things are really, really important. So, considering all these things, um, I have created an indicator which helps a layman to take trading decision right away just by looking at the chart, and you can place your trades using your mobile. um, just enter at the market order, then manage your stop loss and target at a later time, because you have plenty of time to do that. But entry is important, right? um, when you get a signal, you should be able to enter the trade within 30 seconds, so that the error tracking will be very minimal at that point in time. If you delay more, if the stock prices move up and down, sometimes it can be positive, sometimes it can be negative, but we don't have to give that chance to market, right? So the idea is, as soon as you see a signal on your trading view chart, we take a trade based on the predefined risk management. um, then you can manage the trade until 3:20 p.m. at at the end of the closing, at the end of the trading day, or at the end of the close of the day, um, or in the meantime, if it hits your SL or target, you should be able to exit out. Okay, so I really stress these points, definitely based on my experience, right? Because if we don't know this risk management, um just a minute, let me close. If we don't know the risk management, I would say you should not take a trade, right? As long as you know the risk management, you will be comfortable in taking the trade and managing it effectively, right? So, So today what we are going to see, I'm going to show a back test result of my proprietary intraday strategy which I created for a period of time based on my experience. I tested it thoroughly and I'm going to test it in front of you today, and we will see how a particular signal comes, whether it is a buy or sell on any given stock. So this content is purely for education and knowledge purpose and to check the backtest results, but not any direct recommendation to enter into a trade. So just please take a note of that. Right, learning is really important. Then once you know the content, you know the you are aware of the knowledge, you are aware of the subject, then taking the trade is just a matter of time, right? So it's not really important as long as I'm, I consider my point of view. Okay, so yeah, managing the trade, understanding the logic behind your trade, and approach behind your trade really matters a lot, right? So yeah, so it's like 9:40 a.m. Market has just started around 25 minutes ago. Let it run. We didn't get any signal. Okay, I can show like what kind of signal we can get. Suppose if I take Maruti, there was no signal yesterday, but there was a signal on 8th October around exactly at 2 o'clock, 2 p.m. IST is what I'm talking, 2 o'clock India time. If you see, um, let me just highlight this. I have given all these details in the YouTube posts. You can actually go and check, right? So let me just take the screenshot of this one so that I can explain better. Okay. Yeah, I got the snippet tool. Let me take it. So this is the trade we received on 8th. I don't know what happened to this. Yeah, we got it. See, so here is the entry we got, and target was somewhere around here. So these things keep changing, on for a live day actually. Um, so for if the market is in the range like this, you don't get any signal. Okay, so forget about this blue candle, right? This blue candle just shows the readiness of the trend, but not the real trend, right? So when a blue candle comes like on the upside, just be ready for a buy trade. When the blue candle comes downside of the trend, be ready for a downside at that. Sometimes you don't get this blue candle directly, you will get the signal. That is also possible. Something like this. See here, there is no candle, or like there is no blue candle, but we get the entry directly here, right? And the green dot shows it's a buy entry. It's a upside entry here. Okay, so I just want to show for a down trade, it looks something like this. You get the entry signal and there is a red dot. So it's very, very easy to understand. Um, Whether it is a upside trade or downside trade. Okay, So this signal works. How it works, you only tell based on the stats that I show. Here you see there is an entry for the downside. uh, Only this point we need to consider, right? This signal, this indicator gives only one signal per day. Okay, so once you take the trade, whether it is a paper trade or real trade, doesn't matter. Once you take the trade, just manage stop loss and target based on the result. You have to exit, and if there is no result, wait till 320 for auto square off. If your broker does not charge anything, some brokers are charging like 50 rupees for auto square off. You don't have to do, we don't have to give that amount to them. Just square off somewhere around 310, 315. But for some brokers, they are auto squaring on behalf of customer. So for such kind of customers, just take the trade and forget about it by placing stop loss on target. It works like a gem. What your wait time is only till you get the signal. Once you get the signal, you enter the trade at the market price, put the stop loss and signal target. That's it. You are done for the day. Again, you look at only at 310 or 315 just to see what is the result. So why we are so confident, right? While explaining all those things, you get a signal, you take a trade, you use your fixed stop loss and target. There is no trail stop loss. So what is the confidence behind this? What is the conviction you have in your trade? Like, see, you have another trade here, downside signal. Probably this is like a stop loss trade. I will show that as well in our back test. Okay, so let me take. There is a backtest tool readily available in my indicator, the proprietary indicator, right? So if you want to test last 10 trades in Maruti, only intraday positions, right? You don't have to change anything here. Just show last 10 trades. You will see the profit and loss. So if I just enter last 10 trades, backtesting is showing you are in a profit of 5080 rupees. So now comes the question on how much capital. The capital I used for this backtest is 1 lakh Indian rupees. Okay, so 1 lakh Indian rupees. The same thing is given in the YouTube um, channel posts. You can actually get those details. I have attached the screenshots. How many quantity we need to take, what is the capital that we need to use. So minimum capital to start with for this, for paper trading, I would suggest you use 1 lakh. And the quantity, you will be wondering, what can I do with my quantity? You will get something like the number of trades you can take somewhere around at the top right corner here. I will show when it appears. Today, if a signal comes, I'll just show you how the quantity appears. So all you need for paper trading is assumption of 1 lakh rupees of capital for intraday basis, and this one works with a 5x margin benefit. Right? All the brokers, they are giving 5 times margin on all the intraday trades. Okay, here is the beauty. You see you see, right? Let this candle close. We have 3.5 minutes, like 3 minutes 50 seconds we have, but we saw some signal already. Here you see the entry. Okay, let me put it in here. This is a live. You got the signal, right? Time is now around 9:50 a.m. But the trade will be taken and the signal will be available only at the end of the close of this particular candle. That's like after um, 3 minutes 20 seconds from now. So if the price moves a bit, price move a bit, we can get that signal again. But if the price doesn't move within a stipulated time, I think it can vary. Let's see how it goes. You just might have seen like um, how we got the quantity, how we got the signal. Okay. So yeah, there is no signal currently. The signal came, but it didn't sustain. It will sustain only if it stays till the end of the candle. Otherwise, it won't sustain, and we need to wait for another candle. Okay. So this is for last 10 trades, and you can actually see what kind of trades this indicator has taken. A direction is clearly given. It's a short trade. I'll just back test this for you, okay? Whether the information is accurate or not for you. Just to show one trade I will show. So the latest short trade is this. So it is short. Entry is 16112. Why we are getting 16112? You see on 8th 2 o'clock candle close, you see at the top of the chart, right? um Close value is 16112. That is taken as entry. That means we need to take a short at the market value. 3 points here and there, three more, 3 to 5 points here and there, but we get pretty much at the same time. And what is the target? That is interesting. So target was, it's a win trade. You can see what is the result. It's a win trade. And when did we exit? At 16 to 8. So it is something like this. 16 to 8 is here, right? So something like this. So we took the trade here, right? Let me just measure like somewhere around here and here. Okay, how many points we are able to capture? 82 points. You should see exactly same in the points here also for the indicator. You see, let me just move. So points 83.94. So one and 2 points here and there, right? 1 or 2 points here and there. That's fine. But we have captured almost how many? As I said, it's like 82 points from this entry till the target. See, 82.65, that means 83 points. So just 1 point here and there. That's a error. That's fine. See, so we shorted at 16112 and we exited 16028. The result is win. We captured 83 points. And here is the good catch. How many quantity we took? We took 23 quantity, right? So let me just calculate with the calc. So 23 into 83 points. What should be your profit for the day? 83 points in Maruti into 23 quantity. 1909. That means close to 2000 rupees you earned on 8th of October using this indicator, right? That's what it is showing. See here, the PNL, it is showing clearly 1930. That means close to 2000 rupees. The ideal expectation is to hit the 2000, but the quantity sometimes differ, because Maruti's value after margin is like 3300 or 3500 for each share. So sometimes it can be up and down like 23, 22, 24. So 50 rupees to 100 rupees error is, we should accept that. Okay. So this PNL is um, before the brokerage. So you need to take out the brokerage cost from all these trades. Suppose some 50 to 72 rupees in each. That means 10 trades I took into 700 into 70 rupees. So 700 is gone. So 50 4380 minus 700 for brokerage is gone, like 4380. And if I would even take the 380 rupees because of the errors. Sometimes system might be showing like 16112 as an entry, but we got it around 109 or 108. Exactly at the same price as indicator. So even if you take out the 380 rupees for all the 10 trades, you could still get 4000 from 10 trades, right? So now I don't want to calculate what is the percentage, but for 1 lakh, 4000 after all the charges is 4% at 10 trades. Okay. So 4%, 10 trades, like you can say 2 days, one trade, because you don't get the signal very often. Sometimes, it may take a couple of days to get a signal. So within 20 days, I would consider a month is 4% what we got. In the last 1 month, Maruti gave 4% on my 1 lakh capital. This is what it has shown in the back test. Let's go back to last 20 trades, right? It's even better. Maruti had a great move in the last couple of months. So that is actually reflecting, it's a one sided move, right? So when there is a one sided move, um, obviously we are going to get good results. But anyway, you don't have to decide the direction. Indicator itself decides the direction. So that's again none of our business. So in the last 20 trades, Maruti gave 17,000 with a capital of 1 lakh rupees. You see the PNL continuously coming, started from 2,000, 3,000, 5,000. You can ask me, is there any drawdown? There will be drawdown. You will have lose trades, right? See, you can see here, it is a lost trade. We lost 2,000 rupees. Risk reward is just 1 is to 1. Okay, how much ever I get, I'm giving the same amount. So when we lose 2,000. When we win, we get 2,000. But you see, most of the days, Maruti ended flat also, like this flat. Flat in the sense, it did not hit the target, it did not hit the stop loss. But after taking our trade, it was within the stop loss and target range. So for that day, see, flat negative end, like minus 300 we lost. Flat positive end, 450 rupees we got. Flat positive end, 1100 we got, right? Um, Flat negative end, 27 rupees we lost. So, but overall, in 2 months, Maruti gave 17,000. If you take out some 2,000 rupees for brokerages because 20 trades, and the errors, still you have 15,000 for couple of months. So 15,000 for 1 lakh for couple of months is monthly like 7.5 percentage. It's not out of the blue I am quoting. It is accurately showing here. We have the back tested results. So anyone who is trading intraday, we know if they can take out 1% every day, like all 20 trading days in a month, that's 20%. But is it possible? You get 1% one day, you lose 1% another day, and you get 1% and you lose 1% another day. So that balances out. And if we are in net positive of like at least 2 to 3% per month, that's like 25 to 36% over a year. So our 1 lakh can become 1 lakh 20,000 or 1 lakh 30,000, 36,000 over a period of 1 year, if we continue to grow with this calculation. Okay, so let's not conclude that yet. Let's take 30 trades, last 30 trades. You see 23,000. So I would take out the 3,000 for brokerages. We still have 20,000. Okay. So let me go to last 40 trades, 28,000. Let me go to last 50 trades. So I have 32,000. Last 50 trades roughly consider last 3 months only because we have the backtested data. This is my, okay, by the way, this is my free version of Trading View Indicator. Okay, I didn't pay anything. I do not have any premium plan. I'm just testing whatever is available. So we have only till last 3 months of candles. So within last 3 months, we got how many trades? Like 50 trades closely, and you can see we got around 32,000 after brokerages. If I remove around some 5 to 6,000, also 26,000 will be there. So even that is still a good 5% per month, which is like 60% year. Okay, so this is what Maruti is showing me in my backtest for last 50 trades. I'm net positive with a 30% of profit on given 1 lakh capital. Interesting. So this is the edge Maruti has, or my indicator, or I would say my indicator has over Maruti for intraday trading. Now comes the question: do you think the same kind of results can be expected from other stocks? I would say answer is no, because this indicator works on only specific stocks. Like I have listed here, you can see these stocks are most trending stocks. Not only most trending, decently trending stocks. We should say these are like decently trending stocks. Okay, so iRadar is the company which is giving for the last 50 trades almost 16,000. So take out like some 3,000, 13,000 is still available. So close to monthly 3 to 4% is still there. MFSL is also giving a positive returns. It's giving like 14,000 minus that 4,000, you still have 10,000. NBCC 16,000. So take out 4,000 as charges, 12,000. BSE gives very less signals actually. It does not have 50 trades. It hardly has 30 trades. Okay, you see this won't change. So you still get good number. That means brokerage is less with BSE, and profits is more, right? So you still have 12,000 here. Canara Bank. Canara Bank give a positive returns of 12,000. Um, so take out that upper 3,000 or 4,000 are charges. We still have 8 to 9,000. IIFL also has decent returns, like 15,000. IndusInd Bank did well too, with our indicator like 14,000. And more importantly, Nifty has positive returns. I really like this. But I am very much against to FNO trading. I do not encourage, at least my followers, to go with FNO using this indicator, because this indicator is proprietarily and fully developed for intraday equity trades. Okay, so yes, you can definitely trade Nifty Bs using your 1 lakh capital, but not Nifty options. Okay, and I'm against to futures also, because the trade management will not work properly with futures. Because see here, I just want to show you something. Like if I say 10, one day I'm taking 22 quantity. Another day I'm taking 17 quantity. The other day 15 quantity, 16 quantity. But one thing is in common. When I gain 2000 rupees. When I lose 2000 rupees. And if it is in flat, that is something not in our hands. So whatever market gives that day, whether it is positive returns or negative returns, see here it is flat positive 900 we got, flat negative minus 1400 we got. But when we actually win or lose, that really matters. When I win 2000 rupees. When I lose 2000 rupees. Not more, not less. How this is managed? This is managed based on a dynamic mechanism which is there in this indicator. Okay, so but technicals I cannot really go because that is something proprietary to me. I cannot really explain how this indicator is designed, but I can definitely say how it works efficiently, right? So Maruti is our best pick for intraday trading in this given period of time, because we have, right, we have seen excellent results. Now let's see if any of the stocks gave an indicator today, signal today, so that I can show you lively how the quantity is managed. No signal, no signal, no signal, no signal, no, not yet. This is about to give signal. Yes, you can see how many seconds. Yeah, if it stays 1 minute like this, IndusInd Bank can give us a signal. Okay, let's stay back on this screen. What it is saying, IndusInd Bank last 10 trades gave 6,000 rupees for us, or a capital of 1 lakh. Isn't it interesting? And there was no drawdown. It started with profit. There was a little loss in the middle. It climbed up the profit. There was a loss trade. There was another loss trade, but still, um, see, continuous three wins. One, two, three, 6,000 rupees in 3 days. This is how it works, right? So I'm waiting for another 40 seconds to take paper trade on this IndusInd Bank stock. So, okay, let's go one by one. So what kind of signal it is? It is going to be a upside signal because there is a green dot at the entry candle. And how many quantity we should take? The candle is not closed yet. 9 more seconds. I will tell you. Yeah. So candle is closed. Signal is retained. Now comes the execution part. So within 30 seconds, we should be able to take 244 quantity of IndusInd Bank at the market price. That will not take 10 seconds, right? Just hit, take the quantity, buy at the market price as and when signal comes. So we got the signal. For a paper trade purpose, I am buying 244 quantity of IndusInd Bank. And see, if some brokers are giving SL as points, some brokers are giving like SL and target. I gave you both of them. You can enter either points or you can enter either the values. Okay. So let's see now what happens with this trade. Actually, when we get the trade, we enter at market price, we place the SL and target, just forget about the trade because we know the back tested results are in our favor, right? You do not have to really, see each and every candle and increase your BP and sugar. No, we don't need that because we came with a very disciplined study of this stock. It says over a period of 10 trades, I can be in positive, right? So this trade definitely can hit stop loss, no problem. But over a period of another 9 trades, I will be in positive. That's what my back testing shown in in bank, right? So just enter the trade, put the stop loss, put the target, close your trading terminal, done for the day. Just look at again at 310 or 315. If the position is still open, auto square off. Just square it off manually. If your broker is not supporting auto square off, just blindly square it off. At that time, we will see what is the profit or loss result we get. So is it not easy? When you just open your stock, you are in front of your desktop or laptop or whatever it is, tab. You got the signal at 10:05. You know the quantity to take for the day. You know the stop loss on target. What else is needed for a trader? This is all right. And backtested result is right in front of your eyes for the last 10 trades. If you want to extend it for the past 20 trades, go ahead and do that. See, 5,000 in the last 20 trades. There can be negative periods as well. There can be drawdown as well. But overall, IndusInd Bank tells me that it moves very well in intraday, and our indicator is, can capture that moments, and we can be in net profit, right? So this table will be updated tomorrow. Um, if the trade stays till end of the day, but if we get a stop loss or target today itself, we get a new entry here at the bottom of the table. We get a new entry. Okay, we'll see how it goes. So fortunately, within the first session itself, I'm able to explain you and show how this indicator works, how many days we back tested, and how you can actually manage your trade, what is the capital required, everything. I hope I have covered everything, but obviously there will be questions. Feel free to put your questions in the comments if anyone watches later, if not live. That should be all. Trading is that easy. So take this as a educational and knowledge content. Improve your knowledge. You can use this system ready made, or you can actually even plan to develop your own trading system. I would like to mention one name here who actually gave me an insight into a trading system. Someone like Shubhadeep Nandi. There was a trainer. I'm not sure whether he is still training. He stopped in the middle, but um, he introduced me to this trading system, right? Then I used my brains. I learned the subject. Then I created this trading system. So there was a session by Stock Edge by Shubhadeep Nandi. There was a charge of 500 rupees at that time. Before COVID, I attended that session. So that actually helped me to think, what a trading system is and how can it be developed, how can it be tested, how can it be used intraday positional. But I was always fond of using intraday. He's Shubhri Nandi sir actually, he told me, he actually uh, trained us on a positional based system, like one day holding. So at the end of the day or middle of the day, if you take the trades, um, He suggested to hold till end of the next day. I still remember that strategy using options or features, whatever. But I this one I designed it for purely intraday purpose because I'm very much interested in intraday what happens, and I'm happy to get the positive results. Right. So you got the signal right in front of your eyes. We know the quantity, we know the target, we know the stop loss, everything. That's it. You should be done for the day. For trade entry, come back at 310, 315 square of whatever it is, if it is still there. And we can move forward to another trade maybe next day. All right. So this is all for today. I'm happy to close my first ever live YouTube session. I hope this adds some value to your learning and motivate you to even grow better. So this, you might be wondering what is this IM7. It's my favorite indicator. Intraday Master 7 is my short name. So you can just remember me using this name, IM7, Intraday Master 7. I would love to be called like this, IM7. So I gave the name of my indicator as well, IM7. So pretty happy for today. The session went well. I was able to capture a live signal. Trade is taken. Just keep monitoring this. You can note down the target values and stop loss values. Just take entry on paper and see how it goes. We'll meet again, maybe on Monday or sometime next time, whenever time permits. Thank you, guys. Bye.